Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Microwave Universe in WWE 2K20. This is episode number 23, and we are kicking things off with the North American champion Dante Inferno in the aftermath of War Games. It was just 4 days ago when Dante Inferno and Matt Riddle, aka the Infernbro, conquered the War Games against the UE and DIY. But now we're in a very interesting stage in NXT where War Games is over, the UE were conquered, and so were DIY. So where does that leave us now? What is next for the Infernbro? What is next for the North American champion Dante Inferno? And speaking of the aforementioned, we've also got to ask, where does this leave DIY, Ciampa and Gargano? Where does this leave Adam Cole and Humberto Carrillo, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong? Now that the all-out war is over, where does this leave the landscape of NXT heading into the new year? I guess we're about to find out, because we're going to be hearing from the North American champion right here, right now, to start off NXT. 4 days ago at NXT TakeOver, me and Matt Riddle, aka the Infernbro, conquered War Games. We entered that structure and survived the whole damn thing, and I gotta say, I couldn't have done it with anyone else by my side. The Infernbro connection is strong, it will live on forever, no matter wherever we are. I will always have your back, bro. And admittedly, I come out here most weeks always ready for a fight, ready to compete, but I'll be honest with you all right now, I'm banged up, I'm not 100%, and so graciously Mr. Regal has given me the night off, because for as much as I knew what I was getting into, and for as much as I did survive War Games, I definitely exited that structure a different man than I entered. But the difference between me and most of the men in that match is, I am still standing. Oh, wait a minute, speaking of men who are still standing after War Games, speaking of the Infernbro, here comes the original bro, Matt Riddle.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Matt Riddle!
Looks like we're in for a little bit of a celebration, bro, for the two men who conquered War Games. As Riddle said in the past, Riddle's gonna smoke you, and by God did he smoke the competition this past Saturday. Well, hold on there, bro. Not only are you still standing, but I am still standing too. Now granted, I am feeling a little weird right now. Are you sure that isn't just the whoa, bro, we can't say that, it's a PG show I think. Oh, you right, sorry, continue. What I was gonna say is that I do feel kinda like you right now. I'm a little banged up, but I am very happy because not only did we survive War Games, but we also finally rid NXT of the undisputed era. You're right, it is great to see the back of those guys for good, but one thing I know is that with this title, for as long as I have it, I will always have a target on my back. But just because that target is there, it doesn't mean I need to stand idly by and wait for someone to shoot their shot. See, Matt, I know that you never got your one-on-one rematch for this title. And so, with that being said, Full Sail, how's about we make a little bit more history? Next week on NXT, when we are back to 100%, how's about we do what we do best and steal the show for all of these people when I give you your rematch, Matt, for my North American Championship in a ladder match. Let's do it. Next week, the Infernbro collides once again. It is time for the North American Championship ladder match main event here on NXT, where the Infernbro will collide once again. But first, here comes the original bro, Matt Riddle.
The following contest is a ladder match and is for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds, Matt Riddle.
Things are about to get very interesting here in our main event on NXT, in a ladder match no less, for the North American Championship. Matt Riddle invoking his rematch clause. Of course, it was a couple months ago at NXT TakeOver the End when Riddle would lose that North American Championship to Dante Inferno, and then leading into War Games, I guess you could say everyone got a little sidetracked in the business with the Undisputed Era, but now Riddle is invoking that rematch clause as we head towards the end of this historic year for NXT. But the question is, will Riddle enter the new year year, the new decade, as North American champion once again, or will Dante Inferno hang on? And something very important to note heading into this ladder match are normally very brutal matches. Like just over a week ago, both these men, the Infernbro, not only were in the War Games but survived the War Games, and you know that even if they're going into this match with brave faces, they've got to be a little scarred, a little bruised, still a little hurt from that brutal match just a couple weeks ago. But the point is, the Infernbro survived War Games and now they will collide. Inferno putting his North American Championship on the line, and what a rookie year it's been for Dante Inferno on NXT, but now he enters his first ladder match on the black and gold brand. The NXT champs are reigning around Full Sail. That is what it is all about. The NXT North American Championship is on the line, hung above the ring. The first man to scale the ladder and retrieve the title will be the champion. And here we go, we are off. Dante Inferno versus Matt Riddle. The North American Championship is above the ring. The first man to scale the ladder and retrieve the title will be the champion. And now Dante Inferno Irish whipping Matt Riddle into the corner there, but Riddle with a counter. Oh, he went for that big roundhouse kick. He didn't connect with it, and now Dante Inferno, what's he thinking here? He's got Riddle in a precarious position and he connects with that. A hot shot on the ropes as we get underway in our main event here on NXT. On this wintry December edition of NXT, just a couple weeks removed from NXT TakeOver War Games as we head into the end of the year, the NXT Year-End Awards, and of course Worlds Collide, which will be coming to you next month. NXT UK versus NXT US. That'll be a very interesting pay-per-view, but it's not about that right now. A sunset flip powerbomb there by Inferno. It's not about Worlds Collide at the moment. It's about scaling the ladder and retrieving that red and gold belt to become or retain the North American Championship. Oh, nice counter there by Matt Riddle with a big forearm, and there's the massive knee. Absolutely clocking Dante Inferno. Hey, these guys are bros, you know that. It's the Infernbro. But when it comes to championship gold, everything is on the line. There are no alliances in this one. This is going to be a hard-hitting contest, and these two men are truly going to earn the win. Whoever does, he'll leave tonight with that championship. Sorry, at NXT TakeOver the End, Riddle entered as North American Championship. Inferno leaving that night with the red and gold belt, but it was a hard-fought contest. Now Inferno with a huge elbow. Shout out Macho Man. Oh yeah, dig it. And now look at this, Inferno with a sign of respect saying, alright, come on, let's go, Riddle. And look at this. Inferno also saying, come on, is that all you got? Oh my god, what the hell? A final flash knee from out of nowhere by Riddle, absolutely clocking him. Inferno saying, is that all you got? And Riddle responding saying, he is all that. And then some more. There's a senton, the Broton from the top row. You know, I mentioned moments ago about the NXT Year-End Awards happening in a few weeks and Worlds Collide happening in the new year next month in January. You look at NXT, you look at who could be up for NXT Year-End Awards. Look no further than these two, whether it's as a tag team or as singles competitors. These two men have had an incredible year. And that's not even counting the fact that Riddle has, wait a second, hang on, right on the edge of the ladder there. But that's not even counting the fact that Riddle was taken out for 2 months this year after the attack by Humberto Carrillo in the Undisputed Era. But even still, with that attack and with that injury aside, he still had an incredible year here in NXT. And wait a second, Riddle's going for something, that knee straight to the jaw, straight to the nose, the jaw, the face, whatever you want to say. It is effective, and now Riddle looking for that decisive end, but he counters. I think he was going for that bro to, or excuse me, not the bro to sleep, the bro Derek I think he was going for, but Inferno with a counter, and now Inferno with a sunset flip powerbomb. Oh, wait a second here, Dante Inferno has a ladder in hand. This is not good for Riddle. Oh, goodness gracious me, Inferno waiting for Riddle to get up so he can use the ladder to his advantage. Oh, but wait a second, Riddle with a counter though, and there's the knee straight to the back. Oh, look at this now. Riddle never went to shy away from gloating. The MMA expert, former UFC competitor here, former North American champion as well. And now Riddle, wait a second, counter there by Inferno, rolls around, and now into the Russian leg sweep. Now Inferno is going up, but Riddle is also getting up to his feet. You better not turn around, you're not going to like the view. Oh, nice counter there by Matt Riddle, the original bro with a counter, but Inferno's still in control here. And now there's the gutbuster. Inferno, oh, he's got the ladder set up in the right position this time. Oh, but Riddle had enough time to move out of the way, and there's the clothesline. Wait a second, moves out of the way, and there's the massive elbow by Dante. My goodness, and now look at this, Inferno with the strike straight to Riddle at the top of the ladder. Oh my goodness, what a forearm that was. And oh, nice counter there by Dante, or excuse me, by Matt Riddle. These two men fighting high in the skies here. North American Championship is what it's all about, and it hangs precariously above them. And there goes Inferno. Is this it? Is this gonna be the moment that Riddle becomes a 3-time North American champion? Hang on a minute, there's Dante Inferno. Inferno's back up to the top of the ladder here. Oh my goodness, Inferno managing to get back up, and now with the superplex on the ropes into the middle of the ring from the top of the ladder. Oh my god. And this is Inferno's time surely to capture the title once again. Oh my goodness, Dante Inferno is gonna go high risk, but will there be a high reward here on NXT with the elbow from the top of the ladder? And now Inferno is gonna reach to get the title. Inferno is gonna get it done. Inferno's gonna win the title. Oh my goodness, look at this. Riddle has Inferno hanging from the top of the ladder. He's hanging onto that title. He wants to retain so badly. Spear. Oh my god. Holy shit. From the top of the rungs, the flames come crashing down at the hands of the original bro with a spear. This is absolutely insane. Look at Riddle. He's saying it is game over now for Dante Inferno in the North American Championship reign. It is all she wrote. But how the hell is Inferno still moving? And Riddle with the knee straight to the jaw. Riddle knows better than anyone. Inferno will keep fighting forever. He will fight until his last breath, but eventually you've got to live to fight another day. And Riddle is about to put the dog down, suplex. This ladder match right here is essentially turned into a brawl here. None of these men are even near the title or the ladder. It is just a brawl here in our NXT main event. With a second counter there by Dante Inferno there. A little spur of life and a crucifix. Oh my goodness, Dante Inferno has that table now. And Riddle, oh wait a second, he moves out of the way. And now, oh, there's the table shot straight to the head of Matt Riddle. Dante Inferno turning this into a TL match, not a TLC match. There's no chairs, but there's tables and there's ladders. Look at this. Inferno's moving the ladder out the way. You've got to wonder, is that wise of the North American champion? But clearly he has something in mind with that table. Oh my goodness, no, you don't think he's going for this? No, surely not. Here on NXT, this is the North American Championship on the line, and Dante Inferno has Riddle in the bad position. Spanish fly through the table. Holy shit, Riddle is laid out, and there is only one man left standing, and I think this is purely for good measure. Inferno overdrive, and Dante Inferno retains the North American Championship. What a freaking ladder match. Look at the scenes here, going through tables, suplexes of ladders, elbow drops, the whole 9 yards and then some. But in the end, Dante Inferno retains his red and gold belt. Wave of momentum that this man is currently on cannot be understated. He gets rid of the Wwe at War Games, and now he gets rid of all doubt. Who will be the one to finally dethrone the North American Champion's momentum as we head towards the end of the year here on NXT?
Bro.